Hi Verse, it's your girl KZ here today to give you guys another video. So Verse, thank you so much for tuning back to Verse News. I have something that's really alarming that I actually wanted to talk about because this is something that I came across, and this is something that I was like, I have to talk about this because I want people out there to be aware if they're not aware, because this is something that technically, to my knowledge, isn't happening here in the US. It's happening in New England because there are police reports about it, and it's also something that's being taken care of and looked at as we speak. So there is a new TikTok trend, or even on YouTube Kids, of a certain character. Someone took this certain character and is mixing it with kids content or kid shows, basically editing them together, and is basically putting them out there on the internet to let kids watch, to either scare them or manipulate them. And now it's starting to raise alarms for the future of kids being on TikTok and basically YouTube Kids in general. And what is that? Well, let's find out. So with that said, let's get to it. Alright Verse, so here we go. We're gonna finally get into what's been going on here. So does everybody remember this? Remember the Momo Trend? Remember that shit that went off when it was going on in the news media? If you haven't heard about this, where the hell have you been? This trend was going off a little while ago on TikTok and YouTube Kids. Basically, it raised such high controversy because somebody edited some type of voice and basically edited it with kids content. Kids will watch a random video of whatever show they're watching, you know, that's like on Nickelodeon Kids or maybe Cartoon Network or something like that. And then once these kids are watching their shows, then the clip automatically changes into this manipulative subliminal message type of video, where then like they had this Momo character coming out showing like your wrists and was basically telling these kids to slit their wrists, otherwise Momo will go after them. And then once that happened, somebody caught the video, recorded it, they muted the audio clearly, which is very good. I didn't even hear it. I saw the clip, I muted that motherfucker. I was like, I ain't hearing that shit, hell no, especially since I have my little sister here, so I wanted to keep that down. And then luckily YouTube and TikTok both were looking for all these videos that have to do with that, and they took them off. They put it down because they were like, okay, clearly there is some sick fuck out there trying to mess with kids and we can't let this happen. So now they're putting more restrictions, which is great when it comes to that. Now, after some time has passed since the Momo Trend happened, and luckily to my knowledge that hasn't happened since, now in New England there is a new trend with a new character that has to do with an indie video game that has been very popular when it came out, and it still is, even as of right now, a little bit. There is this indie game called Puppy Playtime. Yeah, if you already know about this game, you know where I'm going with this. There is a certain character there called, I wrote it down, right? Basically, this character is called Huggy Wuggy, and he looks like this. Yeah, it's something you want to hug. No. When it comes to this character in the game, you're basically supposed to run for your life. That's basically what you're doing. I heard you're a janitor. If not a janitor, you're either a toy, and basically you're running away from this from like the vents or in the store of some kind. I haven't technically played the game. I've seen some playthroughs, but I never really played Puppy's Playtime, right? It was just another horror game that I was like, oh, is this like a Five Nights at Freddy's type of ripoff? And as you guys know, anything that has to do with Five Nights at Freddy's when it comes to like online, whether it's stories or whether it's like other types of videos or whatever, they say it's cursed, to my knowledge. I'd go into that, but that'll be a whole new topic, so I'm talking about Puppy Playtime. So let me talk about Puppy Playtime. So basically, someone is editing videos with Peppa Pig and is adding the Huggy Wuggy character in the background, and it's basically using this to teach their kids to basically, to what I've heard, kill their parents. That's what I'm hearing. It's basically subliminal messages again, but with an animated figure in this situation, because it's based off a video game, where we had an image of the Momo character and they, you know, they just took that and then they went crazy with it. Where here it's a video game character. The Huggy Wuggy character is already frightening, you know, when you just look at the image. So right now what I want to do is look at some articles and show you guys what people have been saying about this. So here we go. This one is from the World of Buzz article. Parents told to be wary of Huggy Wuggy, a character that teaches children to kill their parent. And then I found another article that goes into detail because unfortunately this one wasn't able to do that. Here we go on Newsweek. Basically, Huggy Wuggy TikTok videos promote police warning to parents. Here in this article on Newsweek, police in schools in England have reportedly warned parents about videos on a dark character and that their children may be watching without their knowledge. Huggy Wuggy is a character in 2001, a horror video game, Puppy Playtime, but the character has been starring in popular fan videos shared across TikTok and YouTube. The character appears to escape parents' attention, to assume nothing sinister from the name. One popular YouTube video edit even features the character in a scene from a children's TV show, Peppa Pig. This is what we're talking about here. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I actually found the lyrics on Google. Google just like that just showed me the lyrics, right? What I'm going to do also is that I'm going to read the lyrics. I'm not gonna play the lyrics because they say that apparently that it's cursed from what I'm hearing. I don't know if that's true or not. If you guys are aware, because I know this game is going popular, you can let me know. But basically, if you were to read it, it's fine. Just don't play it. And even if I was to play, copyright would definitely be in the way of that. And for the first time copyright, you did something pretty good. Good for you. My name's Huggy Wuggy, buddy, fuzzy, and cuddly. Don't you want to come and hug me? No. Hug me day and night. My name's Huggy Wuggy, sharp teeth, leave you bloody. Don't you ever call me ugly. Hug me till you die. Okay. I know where you're hiding. Down the vents. You're sliding. Don't you know that I will find you anywhere you go? In the dark, I'm waiting. There is no escaping. Don't you know that I'm right behind you, closer than you know? This is my factory, this is my home. 10 long years I've walked these halls, waiting all alone. So won't you come and play with me? Nope. Stay a little while. Promise I won't bite that hard. Just believe my smile. Yeah. Yeah, you should know better than that, guys, right? And clearly, just for the record, don't be too freaked out. This is based off a video game. This is basically Five Nights at Freddy 2.0. You know, instead of a mechanical bear or mechanical machines, they changed the theme and made it about a toy. Obviously, when it comes to indie games, they're more horror-based and they're much more, you know, hardcore. Just because there's no high-budgeted studio games like, let's say, EA or Naughty Dog or Ubisoft or anything like that, you know, to give them restrictions, right? These are indie games, so you can make them any way you want. And there have been hardcore controversial video games. I know one game that I can think of is this game called Hatred, where you're basically playing this guy and committing genocide, and you're going around killing hella people. So like, this to me isn't nothing, but because this involves kids, obviously and clearly it's something. So let's continue reading the rest of the song. My name is Huggy Wuggy, though I don't get hungry, I still want to taste you just a tiny bit. 10 long years, these halls waiting all alone, so you won't come and play with me. Stay a little while, promise I won't bite hard, just believe my smile. My name's Huggy Wuggy, body fuzzy and cuddly. Don't you want to hug me? Come hug me and hug me till you die. Obviously starting to raise up some controversial issues now. There's a possibility that this indie game could end up being banned in certain places. I already know that in New England, it's already raising some controversy here. Yeah, this one I'm going to leave up to you guys, but I wanted to make this video to let you guys be wary of what's going on. Please, if you have a younger sibling or if you have kids, please make sure that if they're watching anything to do with Peppa Pig, to my knowledge, because so far they reported it with Peppa Pig. I don't know if this is mixed with any other content that has to do with kids, but besides this one. But with that said though, verse, that's all that I have for right now. I tried looking more into it. I even took some notes. Unfortunately, it wasn't too much that I was able to find other than the fact that it's happening in New England. I haven't heard anything about it surfacing here in the US, but I'm concerned that it could come here to the US. I mean, it's America, right? We watch almost anything. It's as stupid as that sounds, but it's true, right? I mean, it's funny how YouTube makes big ass deals of certain videos, but then there's like cursed videos and creepypastas and shit, and you're just like, take those videos down. Why are you taking down other videos that aren't that bad? You know what I mean? But yeah, verse, that's just me. I wanted to let you guys know what was going on and be wary. If you played the game is fine. It's just another indie horror game that's just out there just to be entertaining and fun. There's lots of gameplays and people try not to get scared challenges and stuff like that, so the game is fine. But this video though, be on the lookout for that if you have kids or if you have a younger sibling or you yourself, okay? Just be wary of that, verse. So just wanted to report this and let you guys know what was going on. Have you heard of this already? Or have you not? Is it already here in the US? Let me know. So with that said though, verse, if you like what you saw, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification to help your girl out, to help me reach my first 100 subscribers, and so that way I can keep doing this much more full time. I would love to do this full time. This will be great to do. Watch out and be on the lookout for this because this is very concerning. And putting that aside, verse, as always, have a great day. Later, verse.